So we kind of talked a little bit, not a little bit. We've talked at length about how great this feels as a Portlander, as a Blazer fan, as a Blazer media member, and as a Portland media member. Just kind of, and then you listeners out there as well. Some things coming across on the text line, and honestly, I could read a ton of these, but um, a lot of it is very just I love the dude and he's just an awesome guy. Dame was never not one of our own. He just went out for a few years trying to help the less fortunate. There's a lot of funny stuff like that. People are excited, but let's flip this on its head. Danny, you've had conversations with him over the years, and it's no secret that him and his family live in Lake Oswego. He loves this town. His mom lives here. He is
Brother
always
lives here. The cousins live
yeah.
here.
He's always said
his whole
that
family is here.
he's always said that no matter where he ends his basketball career, this is home.
Yeah, this is that's no longer Oakland. Like, don't get me wrong, he still has ties there, but this is home.
And I said this yesterday when the news came out because you were like, I am shocked. I'm not shocked. And I was kind of like, well, I was a little surprised. I'm a little surprised by the timing. I'm a little surprised by the third year. But tell me why does Dame make this choice now to come back to Portland?
Well, there's the basketball side of things and there's the off the court side of things. I think the most important thing to him is that he's going to be around his kids more now. And that was, to be blunt, it was very difficult for him in Milwaukee.
I'm sure.
So Drew gets traded out. Dame goes in there. Dame moved into Drew's house, big old mansion. There's only so many places that NBA players can live in the city. So it's kind of the same situation here in Portland. A lot of guys that when they end up moving out or they get traded away or no new contract, whatever it is, another player will move into that house because it's set up for those guys. They're big dudes with lots of money. There's only so many of those houses, right? Well, Dame's built a freaking mansion down the road with a roller skating rink, his own studio, all kinds of stuff, right?
Right.
But more than that, he loves his kids, man. And without getting into the personal side of that stuff, it was very difficult for him to be away from them. And so that was like, he was going to rehab no matter what team he went to. This next year, he was going to rehab here.
Look, as a
that
parent,
was happening.
As a parent myself, I completely understand that. Rusty's a parent too. I've spent a lot of time working in restaurant industries. I work all night Friday, pretty much all day and some night on Saturday, and I open on Sundays. So, like, those are primo days to see my kids. And I don't get to see my kids that much.
Yeah.
Fast forward to now, and boy, do I feel great because I see my kids all the time.
It's a real
It's
change.
Huge. I mean, I want to kill them, but it's huge.
Sure. But on the basketball side of things, I've seen some people like, oh my God, why would they give him this money? Why would they give him this third year? Like, It's like, they're giving him $14 million a year. They're giving him the MLE.
Mm-hmm. Which is, for those of you who don't know, is the mid-level exception.
It's $14 million. And it's like, yes, it's a lot of money in the grand scope of the world. In the NBA.
It's a lot of money for me.
Yeah. But
Duncan $14,000 is a lot of money for me.
Duncan Robinson just got 3 years, $48 million. Kyrie Irving got 3 years, $119 million.
And his knee doesn't work.
Came off an ACL. It's like, the money part of this is not that big a deal. And I've seen people like, oh, Dame took the biggest payday. There were other teams out there that were willing to offer him the MLE. But on the basketball side of things, this is a team that he wants to play with.
Yeah.
I've said this for 2 years.
That's exactly what you mentioned, that this team was built. You said this yesterday, that this team is built the way that he would want to play with. Long, defensive,
The number of times that we have talked about Tumani.
Young.
Yeah.
Young and young.
By the way, I don't think he'll mind if I'm saying this. He said, that boy nice.
Yeah. Young and young.
Yeah,
young and young.
But the number of times Damon and I have talked about too, he's like, so I was doing my.
He liked Tumani Kamara?
I was doing my.
I like Tumani Kamara.
My all defensive team ballot.
I like saying his name.
No, it's a great name. But I was doing my all defensive team ballot, and I'm like, I can't put 2 on first team. It's just hard. Like, it's hard for me. He's really good.
Be a professional, Daniel.
And I was like, I can't. Because I had to put somebody from Oklahoma City on the first team all defense because their defense
That's one of the best
was
defenses
in modern era.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're gonna tell me you have one of the best defenses ever, somebody's got to be on this freaking team. So I had to put somebody there, and I ended up going with Dort. And I was talking to Dan about this, and he's like, "You're crazy, dog. 2 is a first team all defense. I've gone up again, and we've talked about him in his matchup and stuff like that. He's like, he's one of them ones, and he just nothing but effusive praise for 2. And then Drew is a guy that, clamped the living hell out of Dame.
We got traded for each other.
Well, not just that, but in the playoffs of 2018 against the Pelicans, Dame kind of marks that as like the turning point of his career from going from all-star to superstar because he realized what he needed to do in order to beat what the Pelicans threw at him because they threw the kitchen sink at him, and Drew was a big part of that. Chris Paul was the early, Baba Yaga for Dame. Chris Paul drove him nuts. After that, it became Drew. Drew's the best defender on him in the league.
Yeah.
And so, like, having that guy be here and being a pro, and they played together in the Olympics. It's actually funny. The Blazers now have 3 Olympians from the last group, not the one from 2 years ago, but the one in Tokyo. Dame, Jeremy, and Drew. It's kind of crazy to think about. It's like, wow, that wasn't that long ago.
Jeremy was an Olympian.
Yeah, he was on that team.
I forgot about that.
All 3, they have 3 gold medal winners on the team currently. But like, yeah, I mean, so JG's one of his guys. Drew's one of his guys. Two's one of his guys. He loves how Denny played. Like, he loves this team. Like, he is. I mean, I read his text on the air on air yesterday. Here, let me pull it up again. So it's verbatim.
It's good to just get it done now, instead of waiting around and seeing your options. I'm hearing Lakers. I'm hearing Celtics.
Yeah.
It's nice that it pulls the trigger that fast. That's really the biggest thing that surprised me.
And this thing came together a while ago.
A couple weeks ago, Cronin and Chauncey were at his house.
So, and the reason, like, I was saying, like, I don't think he's going to come back here right away.
Does Joe cook dinner?
I don't know. I mean, I know.
Order out, take out.
I mean, he's got a private chef, so
Chinese,
probably
New York kitchen style.
But he basically told me, like, yeah, there's a pretty strong chance of coming back, but I thought he was BSing me. I thought he was just like, whatever. Yeah. And I left it at that. And I was just like, but turns out he was. But as far as the team fit, I flat out told him, like, look, I'm going to bust your balls if you try to rush back from this injury. And he said, I'm not. I'll come back to form in due time. This team is perfect.
Yeah. I mean, there's a long way to go with this team.
But there is. But, like, the identity of, like, what they want to be.
The idea is there. How it all plays out, that is to be
where the
seen.
cards fall, you never know. But, like,
right.
The identity and what he has wanted to have a team be built around, this is it.
Fan text line, will the Dame press conference start with officially announcing Cronin as the new godfather of South Beach? Boy, them Heat fans. I told you yesterday. Oh, I'm here for it.
Dwayne Wade going on Twitter and being like, yeah, good to see Dame go home. This is like all things are right in the world.
Meanwhile,
and they're just responding to him, hating him. And I'm like,
Heat fans chill the F out.